Today, I'm going over the NGK LKAR7BIX-11S Iridium IX93501 spark plugs. You will find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. And yeah, this is a screen recording, not a shot of the plugs themselves. I would have shown the unboxing and the actual hardware, but I can't film it right now, so we'll walk through the details here. It still gives you a clear look at what you're getting and what matters before you install a set like this. The first thing that stands out with this model is the Iridium fine wire center electrode. It's thin, and that helps with consistent ignition under load. When you look at the specs, NGK pushes this series as a balance between longer life and stable spark at higher temps. That lines up with what you usually see from their Iridium IX line.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
It's built for engines that run hotter or need a sharper spark to keep things smooth at idle and during quick throttle changes. The metal shell and the threads feel solid on the real product, and the plating helps avoid seizing when you're pulling them out later. The heat range on these sits in the zone where most modern engines won't struggle. It doesn't run too hot or too cold. That helps cut down carbon buildup as long as the rest of the engine is in good shape. The ground electrode uses a tapered cut, which helps the flame spread cleaner. It's a small detail, but it's one of the reasons these tend to reduce random misfires when switching from worn OEM plugs. The 11 gap indicates the preset gap is around 1.1 millimeters. Many engines take that without adjustment, but some setups still need you to re-gap. Iridium tips can be delicate, so you want to be gentle if you have to tweak it. In daily driving, these usually start strong. Engines that used to hesitate a bit on cold mornings often feel steadier once these are in. You don't get a performance jump that pushes you back in your seat, but you do notice smoother idle, especially on engines that are picky about spark strength. If the old plugs were worn out, the improvement feels bigger. On the downside, Iridium IX isn't the longest life option NGK sells. They last well, but not as long as the Laser series. Still, for most people, the lifespan is enough that you won't think about them for a while. Another thing worth mentioning is that some buyers expect better fuel economy. You might see a tiny improvement if your old plugs were failing, but don't expect major savings. Spark plugs don't change mileage on their own unless the engine was struggling before. What they do help with is consistency. You get fewer little hiccups and the car feels a bit more settled. If your engine is tuned or you drive harder than average, these usually stay stable under higher cylinder pressures. The 4-pack makes sense for engines that use 4 plugs, but if you drive something with 6 or 8 cylinders, you'll need more packs. The packaging itself is simple. NGK usually ships them with thread protectors and they're clean out of the box. The plating helps a lot when threading them in, so you don't need to fight corrosion down the road. Just use a torque wrench if your engine requires it. Over-tightening can crack ceramics, and that's an easy way to ruin a new set. If you're checking these online, you'll see a lot of positive notes from people using them on small sedans, compacts, and some mid-size engines. A few complaints come from folks who expected a bigger performance change. It's fair, spark plugs don't transform an engine unless something was wrong before. What they offer here is reliability, quick starts, and fewer misfires. That's the real value. So that's the overview. If you want more comparisons or want me to cover another model from NGK or a different brand, let me know in the comments. And if this helped, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.